Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the Bulls are through to the next round of the Champions Cup with a 46 points to 40 victory over Bordeaux. It wasn't always straightforward. Bordeaux did mount a bit of a comeback before the Bulls had to take basically two late penalties to kind of sort of secure that victory. As David Creel gets a very large medal for his man of the match performance. Good performance that was from David Creel, but I think if you're looking at that game, Bulls will be very happy and obviously very relieved that they got through. And Bordeaux topping the log, so decent side. But I think also a bit of a warning to the Bulls in terms of that defense because just at times very very sloppy, and that's going to hurt them. But to go and beat the number 2 side on the table in the top 14, the side that topped the Champions Cup table going into this game, is pretty impressive. So yeah, I think that's probably the main thing that they'll sort of focus on, but do need to brush it up. But before I sort of go through the game, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And let's go through some of the stats, shall we? Also a blow-by-blow account of what happened, because a lot was happening during that game. So if we go look at the game, started off pretty well for the Bulls. They had a try to slide in the second minute, but they finally crossed the white line in the 6th minute through Marcel Coetzee and Pilo Gamedi on the back behind him. Good combination, actually, because those two crossed the whitewash a little later as well. So Carly Sardi got binned because of just too many penalties in the red zone, and the Bulls eventually managed to make them pay. But not for long before Buros went over in the 13th minute with Jack Holmes adding the extras. But then Devin Williams, you can't keep out of the game, can you? Even on the wing, he scored in the 16th minute. Goosen added the extras. Coetzee went over in the 26th minute. Goosen added the extras before Gerard Steenekamp got yellow carded for a cynical foul. Coleman then went over a few minutes later. Holmes adding the extras. But the more important thing for Bulls is Creel going over on the 39th minute to put them in charge at half time. And the perfect start as well. Billy LaRue grabbing a try in the 42nd minute at Jan Goosen adding the extras. Before we saw Bordeaux respond, but Josh Chambwe scoring back on his return to Loftus. But cancelled that out at 52 minutes. And then things got a bit interesting. In about the 54th minute, Tatafu went through. And then Abadi went over just 5 minutes later. And all of a sudden, 40 points to 35, game was on. And Jakob van der Walt then took the... I think it was actually 40... took the 3 points. And was made 43 points to 35. Then Tatafu went over once again to make it 43 points to 40. Before Jakob van der Walt added a final penalty in the 74th minute just to give them that bit of a cushion. If we look at some of the stats, for example, it was pretty even, actually. Possession-wise, Bulls had 63% of it and 37% for Bordeaux, but territory was very even, 51 and 49%. If we look at the set plays, for example, scrums, 80% for Bordeaux, 71% for the Bulls. Bulls had a couple of very nice scrums in the early on when Carly Sardi actually went off. But lineouts-wise, a couple of steals from both. 90% wins from Bulls, 91% for Bordeaux. If you look at the attack, for example, post-contact meters, Bulls with 294, Bordeaux with 230. 8 line breaks from the Bulls, 6 from Bordeaux. Penalties, Bordeaux's discipline was dreadful, to be honest. 16 penalties conceded and a yellow card. And that was probably one of the main reasons that they were kind of always chasing the game. Defense-wise, 86% tackle completion from Bordeaux, 85% from the Bulls, missing 15 tackles, but some of the tries weren't even tackle attempts, really. And things to work on. If you look at some individual performers, David Creel topped the carries chart with 12. Cameron Honicle up there with 11. If you look at line breaks, Billy LaRue with 2. Devin Williams with 2, Hendrik Best with 2. We look at, for example, tackles. Your big tacklers were Pierre Botcherton for the Bulls. It was Reinhard Ludwig with 11. Stefan Gans making 11 as well. So a nice game from him defensively, which is always interesting. If you look at meters carried, for example, Creel topping that one as well with 72. And Albert Lowe had a very good carry rate as well when he came on. It was a nice little cameo off the bench. And so let me know what you think about the game down in the comments below. The Bulls, as I say, go on to the next round, which is the main thing for them. And that's now going to be interesting to see obviously who they draw and probably going to Europe and coming back, for example, and stuff like that. So a bit of a catch-22, as Jake was saying a couple of weeks ago. But the main thing is, as getting the result, getting that confidence, going to the next round. Playoff rugby is what awaits them next in the Champions Cup. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.